Hey guys, Ryan here. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you 3 ways you can improve your aim by just playing. We are literally just going to hop right into it, and this is going to be the very first one. I am doing this in a little Warzone training area, but you could do this at any part of the map, and I'd recommend doing this in the pre-game lobby and when you're just kind of camping an area with little action. What you are trying to do is you're going to pick 2 points on a wall. It can be a sign, it can be whatever, and you're just going to flick between those 2 points. You really don't want to do this for too long because it honestly makes your brain hurt. Okay, hurt isn't the right term, but you'll understand what I mean when you do it. So then after that, what you want to do is, this is very simple. You want to pick a point, and this is a little corner on the box is what I'm going to point at. And I'm just going to do various movements out around cover, and I'm just going to look at this little area. I'm not going to shoot. I'm not going to do anything. All I'm going to do is I'm going to slide cancel out. I'm going to do jump shots. I'm going to practice my bunny hops. I'm just going to then aim at that corner. This is something that I would also recommend just doing while you have some free time in your game. Just do it once or twice, pick some random spot, and then just slide cancel, aim on it, go back and jump shot, aim on it, and then continue on. Or you can also do it in the pregame lobby. Or if you want, you can spend about 5 to 10 minutes doing it in a plunder, a clash, or even this Warzone orientation and practicing these things in there. As I said, you can just do these while you play though, and this is going to lead into the second thing I want people to do, and that is going to be doing constant 180s and 360s. I don't mean just doing them all the time. What I do mean though is practicing every now and then, just flicking, doing an instant 180, and then also flicking and doing a 360. I know this may sound ridiculous to some people, and their sensitivity may be too slow for a 360, and if so, that's okay. But the reason why this is so important is this is going to get you familiarity with the 360-degree aiming radius, and that's something that can be heavily underrated when you're trying to improve your aim. So once again, it's simply just moving around, doing a 180, doing a 180, doing a 180. You can incorporate a slide cancel into the 180. You can do a jump shot. You can even just do it while running. But then after that, you just want to do one 360. Run a little bit, do another 360. And you can literally do this while you play. Now, it may seem kind of weird to some people, and it may seem odd, and it's like, oh, is this really going to help me? But I promise it's going to build up that muscle memory, and you're going to be a lot better off. And this also is going to apply to this next tip I have, and this is more of a mental thing. So when you are playing your games of Warzone, whether it's on Rebirth Island, whether it's on Caldera, I want you to just pick a spot where you think an enemy may be, and I want you to just pre-aim it. I want you to constantly be visualizing where an enemy may be, and then putting your crosshair there, and then aiming in down sight. You don't always have to do this. Don't do it too much where it's getting you killed. But if you do incorporate it into your game, you're going to notice the results. Pre-aiming is one of the most underrated ways someone can instantly better their aim. And the thing with pre-aiming is it's a 2-part process. It's really more of a mental thing than a physical thing, because it's more about you constantly thinking about where is my enemy going to be and then putting your crosshairs there. It doesn't take any magical aiming capability to move your crosshair in a doorway. All that it takes is for you to mentally think, where is my enemy going to be? We're going to talk about the last tip I have, and that's to go all out in your pregame lobbies with focusing on one thing. I would make sure that you focus on your movement, you focus on your long range gun skill, that you focus on something like that. Look at me in the background. I don't do this every game. I'm not saying you have to do this every game. What I'm saying is if you do it a couple times a night, if you just do this with very focused practice, focus on your jump shots, focus on your drop shots, focus on controlling the recoil of like a gun like the Owen, which has a lot of recoil. Focus on just things like that. You will notice the results, and you can do this instantly without any punishment. All you have to do is just pick up the controller in the pregame lobby and just start sweating. However, the important part is that you're actually focusing on some part of your aim. This is the hardest part for people to realize. Everyone probably has different strengths in their aim. Some people are really good at long range ARs, some people are way better snipers than others, some people are better quick scopers than they are hard scopers. But the truth of it is that your aim is made up of a bunch of different factors, and usually your aim with an SMG might not be as good as your aim with an AR, or maybe it's better. And maybe also what happens is your aim with movement is weak, your aim while being shot at is weak, your aim while behind cover isn't that good, or if people are behind cover, it's not that good. And you can understand these things and you can focus on them. Sorry, I worded that wrong. If you understand these things, you can work on them. If you focus, practice, and you pick one or two of these things and you identify your weaknesses and you work on them, you're going to start to see the results. And what you can also do is you can just focus on these things in a game. For example, you can go into Caldera Clash and just say to yourself, all I'm going to do today is I'm going to work on my long range recoil control. Nothing else. So that would mean that you're going to pick something like the Cold or AK that has a lot of recoil. You're going to sit back, you're not going to worry about your score, and all you're going to do is you're just going to shoot kids and practice your long range recoil control. In this video, I want you to focus on my movement. It's not anything crazy, but what I am practicing is my movement aim down sight with the Owen. The reason why is because the Owen has a good bit of visual recoil, and so when you're doing kind of fancy movements and you're shooting at people at good ranges, your movement's going to get messed up. What I mean by movement is I mean jump shots, I mean little strafing, and I also mean hitting the movement of other people. When other people have good movement, that is something you have to practice your aim on. And a pregame lobby is a perfect time to practice that because you're going to see a lot of people with pretty good movement in the pregame lobby. Like you're going to see here, guy jumping to the left, I can practice tracing a jump shot. And it's all these little things that you can do to help you get better. I hope you guys remember the drills I talked about at the beginning of the video. I hope you guys remember the mental things I talked about throughout this video with centering and the pregame lobby and picking something to focus on. And I also just hope you understand what I was trying to say by just focusing on this while you play. Aim is a thing that takes time to improve, and the only way to improve it is bit by bit, day by day, and that's exactly what the point of this video is. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been Ryan. I hope you have a good day. Peace.